Now to developments in the Trump investigation. The Washington Post reports that a document recovered from former President Trump's Florida estate contained information about the defense and nuclear capabilities of a foreign government. The Post cited people familiar with the matter. They did not identify which foreign government. The Post states the document was among the more than 100 classified materials seized. As what happens next plays out in court, you may be asking just what does a special master do?
Earlier today, I spoke to a professor at Duke University about that and the political concerns that come with them. The 300 classified documents now in possession of the FBI were among 13,000 items retrieved from Mar-a-Lago. Duke University politics and policy professor Asher Hildebrand.
And in this case, the special master was appointed by a federal district judge in Florida at President Trump's request to review the materials that were seized by the FBI as part of its ongoing criminal investigation.
The special master will be given among the highest levels of security clearance. As they sift through everything, the judge ordered the DOJ to pause its criminal investigation. However, the judge also said the director of national intelligence can continue the national security portion of the investigation, which likely includes who had access to or saw some of America's most sensitive material.
And that review is moving forward, which is reassuring from a national security perspective, but also kind of contradictory from a legal perspective, because if that review can move forward, then why shouldn't the Department of Justice review of the same materials also move forward?
The decision to appoint a special master is receiving backlash from national security experts, as well as lawyers and judges from both sides of the aisle, including former Attorney General Bill Barr, who served under Trump.
Those are serious crimes in their own right, and crimes for which you and I and your audience would probably not have the luxury of a special master for, right? We'd probably already be having this conversation from somewhere that looks a little different than our offices here.
North Carolinians may recall that special masters were recently ordered by the courts to redraw our election maps. The people chosen for that role drew criticism from Republicans because they believed they were biased. It's something Hildebrand says is already being perceived in the Mar-a-Lago case, as a Trump-appointed judge is who made the ruling.
Because in an era where everything is partisan and everything is politicized, again, that term independent might not mean the same thing that it once did.
And so the Justice Department can appeal this decision, of course, but there's no word yet as to whether they will do it. I feel like we're learning something every few hours in this case.
Constant developments.
Absolutely.